The Blue Bay LPGA, part of the race to the CME Globe. The Blue Bay LPGA, beautiful conditions, it's swirling, it's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. Club selection is going to be key. The cup came at 4 over par, 75 players are through to the weekend. What are the ingredients for the perfect Blue Bay weather cocktail?
Well, very good afternoon to you, Kate. Well, you take a little sunshine, a little bit of breeze, and an average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. You sprinkle a little cloud cover in and above to try the UV down, but not too much. Little goes a long way. That breeze that has buffeted the golf course all week long should be coming out of the north, but will start to inch towards the east. And with temperatures, with breeze speed starting to get up to around 25 miles an hour, you should expect exquisite comfort this afternoon.
Alim Kim, 2 big hitters in contention. But why don't we join the action live now? We're going to join Yu Liu. Here she is at the second.
That's a quarter of a roll away. Who hails from Beijing up in the north of China. We're over on the island of Hainan this week.
Yumin Huang now down the slope at 3. This for birdie for Huang. Couple of pars to this point. Afford to be making birdies if you're trying to bogeys if you're trying to contain players like this. Birdie chance now for Austin. Opportunity.
Yeah, and that's the second short one she's let slip away in these first 2 holes. Giving herself a great look here just to settle herself down and build a bit of a cushion.
Sounds like it was a huge break for her back at the first, but took advantage. Things have gone much more to plan here at the second, and needs this to walk off with back-to-back birdies and to go 3 clear.
Lap of honour, but out of the middle it came, and Mi Hyang. Well, the shades are on. Her dad, Yong, is out here wandering around, but he'll be very pleased at how his daughter is getting on, because that's just the start. 3 shots now is the margin. Lots has been happening so far this morning. We're going to take you through the highlights, and why don't we begin at the third with Lucy Lee, the young American, just outside the Solheim Cup standings, so would love a good finish here on Hainan this weekend. Started the day 1 under. That was her third. It was a birdie, and the American moved to 2 under par.
Hye-jin Choi, she started at 5 under today, the very first hole. Beautiful approach shot, and she would roll that in, would she? Oh, yes, she would. Get to 6 under.
What of the European contingent, including the silver medalist from the Paris Olympics, Esther Henslake, par at 1, this for birdie at 2, and everything was in order. 1 under on the day thus far. She's headed down 5 as we speak.
Teed it up this Saturday morning on 3 under par for Jenny Bay. It was a birdie at the first, and then this from down the slope at the par 5 third. Found the bottom of the cup eventually, and Jenny moved to 5 under.
The DT Ashok wanted to get off to a fast start. And this was her second shot into the first hole. Oh, that's absolutely perfect. And she did get off to a very fast start. 2 birdies.
Speaking of 2 birdies, been a couple the way. She won Zhou, who I understand is just 16 years old, including that one right there at 4.
Yeah, it seems like half the field are teenagers. Lucy Lee's only just 23 years old, and this was her tee shot at the 7th. There was a hole-in-one yesterday from Ronnie. An exposed part of the golf course, this, but wow, that was never leaving the flagstick. Oh, that was so close to doing everything but go in. So an easy kick-in birdie. Lucy got to 3 under.
The Swiss player, Alban Valenzuela, came up short at 6. Little chip up the hill. Oh, never anywhere else. What a lovely birdie.
Offers such variety. We've spoken about that, the players that can take advantage of this golf course. Already seen Aditi Ashok down the first. How about down the second as well? Because there were 2 birdies in succession to start her round.
Well, twice Aka Footaway has finished 3rd at this championship. Her second now to the opening hole. Building a very good score, 7 under. And very quickly working that back down the slope. Been here several times, Aka Footaway, and would roll that birdie putt in to move to 8 under par.
Well, when you've got the lead, the one thing you want to do is get off to a bit of a flyer, and that's exactly what Mi-Hyang Lee did. Beautiful birdie up the first hole.
The perfect start for Mi-Hyang Lee. Remember, the last win from this player came all the way back in 2017. Very different conditions. The Aberdeen Asset Management, where she won the Scottish Open, but now a 3-shot cushion she's enjoying.
Tees back today on this par 5. Further down yesterday. So we'll be a little bit more of a classic par 5.
I think that's going the same direction, if not further. Well, just slightly less. Not sure about the lie.
Most people have a tendency to send it down that right half just to keep the bunkers left. Not everyone has a 245 carry.
Oh, word, she has clobbered that.
The difference that we have between those 2 players, and it's always interesting trying to understand why, because everybody looks good, they've all bring their own games to the course, but they're all very different. Hye-jin Choi's good with a putter in hand, and this is for birdie now to move to 8 under par. Job done. National leaderboard with Aditi Ashok making her presence felt. A lovely start from the Indian player, was a real star on the Ladies European Tour, now full-time on the LPGA, 3 for China. The best on tour. Well, one of the best ball strikers now on tour, Lim Kim. This is a swing to try and repeat at home.
I'm not sure there's anyone with a stronger core that's that height on the LPGA Tour. You know, everything's always in sync.
Let's return now to the 4th with Wei Wei Jiang, who is from Hainan Island.
Both 4 and 5 have pin positions just tucked right over a ridge. And
well, that's an excellent recovery from a poor wedge from the American. So
nicely played, creatively done. It's all about interpretation here. To 4, Footaway.
longest iron in the bag for Footaway is a 6-iron.
Lim Kim, thought it was, after that not so great tee shot, but how she played a recovery. Yeah, perfect. Really well played. Downwind, that wasn't an easy one, actually.
Slope maybe just wants to mosey to the right in the last third of this putt, but it's not one you can sort of have a free run at. Got to respect the speed.
Poor people, including running in. Patnam make a mess of that par 5. We'll go up to the 4th, Wei Wei Zhang. Everything breaks towards the left of your screen, the back edge. In this section, the wind might actually hold it up a touch. I'll have to factor that in, how strong it is right there.
This would be quite the start for Mi-Hyang Lee. Fairly flat putt. Having found the correct section, she can give this one a bit of a run.
if you have a big lead and your nearest playing partner is, is not pushing you, then you just tend to be a little bit more sensible in your approach, I would think.
And she does. A drop shot, a two-putt adventure for a par. It can bite very quickly.
Yeah, it certainly can. But the more she goes ahead, the better sleep she'll have, I'll tell you that. If she can get to 6 or 7.
And back to 4. Downwind but uphill for Footaway here. Lee.
So that might have come up short.
Just because with that speed and the way she can compress the ball, she can really flight it down and knuckle it through this draft.
There's the abbreviated follow-through, turning it over a fraction.
Now breeze has settled down just a touch for Liu, still coming straight into her face. Needs a settler.
Giving it the body lean.
That's going right.
And they can't see that from back on the tee. It's such a sharp dog leg that's guarded by trees and those bunkers on the corner, and a rise there too.
Oh. Well, that'd been one heck of a birdie, but that is going to be a par putt to come now for Aditi Ashok. So
Yeah, I'm avoiding all loosely attached coconut trees this afternoon, I promise you that. Now, it's a horrible lie for Mi-hyang Lee. Not going to get any spin on this. Got to play a low little scuttler. Everything will slide to the right from the midpoint onwards.
hybrids that she has in her bag. There's she can really throw some good scores together. That was better from Yu Liu. There's a par putt to come, but it's a couple of missed greens for the Chinese player. Now Austin, ball at the back of the feet.
Yeah, I had the putter out earlier, but the collar of rough's just going to be a problem. She'll be able to get on the back of it cleanly. Plenty of green to work with. Pretty makeable.
Tim, how would you be playing this? Would you think about maybe putting the toe down at all? Or
yeah,
she might be blading it, actually.
I think she is. Those tiny practice swings. Yeah, I think that's just that's the percentage play. Just trying to use the leading edge, nudge it up against the equator, have it roll along like a putt.
Now that was an imaginative option.
He just changes the way the loft is on it, and he changes his hand position and everything. As we see Hye-jin Choi play her second into 6. She is banging contention. This pin today, front right, and I tell you what, that's another birdie on the cards for Hye-jin Choi.
Making a move early on Saturday. Already 3 birdies. Good chance of making it 4 right there. This for par now for Aditi. An adventurous par it will be.
Julio's looking a little phased out there at the moment, but sometimes it does take you time to settle in, and that what she's learning out there might come in handy tomorrow. She can stay on the heels of contention. This for par.
Yeah. It's very quick.
There've been a couple of sitting duck flags at 1 and 2. Then you've got the third, the par 5, but you know, squares. No real damage for Austin Kim, who's alone at -9. This for bogey for Mi-hyang Lee, so she will come back towards Kim as well. Who will it be? The 2026 Blue Bay LPGA, as we roll back the years to the first edition, the inaugural year at Jian Lake, that belonged to Leanne Pace. That time it was in the later Asian swing slot. Roll on to 2015, and Se Young Kim by 1. Minji Lee, it belonged to in 2016. Victories flowed from then on. It was such a special moment for this event, for Shan Feng, for China as well, when she took the 2017 edition and went to world #1. After that victory, she's inspired a generation to come after. It was an emotional victory for Gabby Lopez, her first of 3 on the LPGA back in 2018. So then we march forward to 2024, and it was Bailey's breakthrough. Remarkable golf on the weekend, 66 and 65 for her to see things out. And then just 12 months ago, it was a 6-stroke win for Rio Takeda. And it was her second victory in about 3 months as well, after taking the...
It's now only 1. What a second shot in from the Thai player, Pornanon Patlam, not known as being super long. Oh, I was excited about that, going in the hole for a 3. Easy birdie for Pornanon. And a 4 it is for the Thai player. Pornanon's been on tour for so many years. 2 over today, though. It's proving a struggle. A lot of players at the top of the leaderboard.
Yes, and 2 consecutive third places around this layout as well. This for par would be a good 2-putt, and is for hye-jin Choi. What a front nine from her.
Oh, 31. Thank you very much indeed. Well, as these undulating greens, I should add, it was a good 2-putt from hye-jin Choi from a similar position. And Aditi has run that through the break, and that's rolled off the green. Only been 3 birdies on this hole so far. It's the 4th hardest hole on the golf course, all because of the wind and that hole location.
Yeah, it's going to break considerably right to left, but you've got to judge the pace. Now, that's normally what she's very good at, but no, that is a shocker.
So they head to 9 themselves. We'll go to 10. Back edge here. This isn't a bad spot for a hye-jin Choi, albeit swift down that slope.
She'll be delighted. She's been mentioned in the same breath as Tiger Woods as well.
Well, she's playing some sort of golf today.
Look at that. Waist high nearly, the rise ahead of Wei Wei Zhang here. And then it releases once it gets over. You would have got from there. Quickly up to the green, foot away. Even she is fooled by this green. It's going to be a drop shot for her.
Yeah, I mean, you can start at the beginning, don't you? You hit your driver.
Balls below her feet, sitting down in that rough, cannot afford to hit this one clunky and bring that deep front bunker into play. Breezes straight in on the angle.
That was heavy. I'm not sure how that helped the right shoulder either. She's found the front of the green.
News is the breeze has settled just a touch, so I'd hit it quickly if I were you, Austin. Percentage play for her. 145 yards for her. Breeze freshening again in off the right.
She was not happy with that.
Now, this is Aditi's bread and butter. She is excellent at these shots. She didn't let me down. Really is. Short game is exquisite. Way too straight, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, TJ. She gets this within 8 feet. She's done well, because everything slides away once it gets over the crest. Right up till it gets to the apex of that shoulder. Then it's going to slide away from her downhill, down green.
It was pretty good.
Second shot from Lim Kim. My God, how big was the drive?
It's a monster, wasn't it? Absolute monster. Well, that's out the right-hand side. Has it got enough to get over the ridge? Yes, it has. Yeah, well played.
And that was the big difference.
I tell you what, it's happened again. I mean, on the first hole, she was out of position in the worst spot. She's got a birdie putt. Mi-hyang Lee has done the same here on 9. Slow one as it crawls over that hill, then it starts to race away once it gets on that top level. Just gave that slope too much respect.
Big putt right now for Mi-hyang Lee to maintain a 2-shot advantage as they march off to the 10th. 4 foot away. It's going to be for a 6. A costly triple bogey for the Japanese contender. And all of a sudden, she disappears off the front page of the leaderboard and falls now into a tie for 11th. Justin, her caddy, telling her to trust it because there had been a couple of poor swings. And there's another one right there. Justin normally loops for Mao Saigo, Justin Dunbar.
Very close to the top of the leaderboard. It's not been a day to remember so far.
Hoping to tell a different tale to the one 12 months ago, led after the opening round here. Blue Bay for 2025.
Oh, brilliant. Now remember that putt in the big scheme of things. That is an excellent 4. That was to stay within 2, but that is now going to be 3 shots that separate her. Hang on by 1 shot.
Well, I'd have to say she's in contention. I think if you're only 5 shots back, we don't know the leader will end at 11. Come on. Firm and straight. Excellent, well played. Really good round of golf. Got us straight back into contention for tomorrow.
Even when it doesn't go to plan, which is great on a weekend in championship golf.
Rio, the champion from last year. Good day for Rio. And it's going to get even better with a tee shot like that. Now 3 over for the day, Austin Kim. And there is the birdie that Trish was just talking about for Takeda. So this now to get to 8 under par. All of a sudden, she's back in the picture, the defending champion.
Well, you obviously know that she loves this golf course, and 64 on Sunday last year. She's executed that perfectly. This is not easy. This is swift.
Out there today, hit it beautifully the first couple of holes, and the putter just wasn't there for her, nor was it there for Wei Wei Zhang. Shame, because the chip from the left-hand side was admirable.
Well, that's a shame. Worked so hard over the front 9 to put herself into contention, picking up 5 birdies, but that's the first drop shot of the round for the South Korean.
And then it's been up and down since then. Another drop shot at a par 5 there.
Been a good day for a Ditty. It would be great if this went in on 16, and it does. The whole gobbling up that golf ball. So a Ditty moves to 8 under, and all of a sudden...
Well, at least she's got a swing, though. I think Foodaway is going to struggle for one. And the struggles continue.
arguably the biggest player in terms of Instagram followings in the field this week is Mooney Her, and that could have been added to her highlights there. Brilliant shot in.
Just trying to hang in there, and still, you know, 1-2 birdies on the way in, and Austin Kim certainly is in contention tomorrow. Mooney Her, what a finish from her. 3 birdies in her last 6 holes, round of 70 today.
Up over the slope for Wei Wang. It is for birdie on 16.
Yeah, you just want to feel like you stop this on the very top of the mound, and then gravity and slope will do the rest.
Can she find one? She's had a couple of breaks today as well.
Yeah, no kidding.
Has taken many of them. Can she take this one and go 2 clear again? She sure can.
Well, Tim, we've seen so many players go way right here. Finally, see someone hit the green. It's been extraordinary. I think, Ali, you've said that.
Well, there's not going to be much cheering going on in this group. They have just been given their warning to pick up the pace, and goodness, that has not helped Liu. That is wide right, and the wind's got it too.
Has a rise and a ridge to contend with from here.
Beautifully played. That's excellent. After such a good round of golf to finish.
Ball on the way for Austin Kim back at 16. I think she needed to keep that under the palm fronds. She did her best to put on a show. Back to 17 and A-Lim.
Perfect.
Got to land this shot. Just hope for a friendly soft kick, and then it should release on.
Pickle to 16 again. Austin Kim down the hill.
Oh, really good try.
It's 4 par for Leo. And that never had a chance. Birdie at 17, A-Lim Kim. Stays up too. Watch that space. Took some time, but found the bottom. And very steady, 68, 70, and 70 once more today. Yeah. Back under par for the first time since the 6th hole. Down to A-Lim Kim at the last, and that is a massive mistake.
That's a massive error.
And the type we haven't seen her make all week long. Just the 2 bogeys to here. Right, down low right of 17, Leo.
I don't mind the putter option, but you got to hit it hard enough.
Bravo.
Surely it's time. No, it's just not there today, is it? You can see up and out of that extremely quickly.
A tough day to keep on believing on the greens for Austin Kim. Back to 17 to extend. It would be a timely time to do it for Mi-Hyang Lee.
Very aggressive fourth shot down the hill, fraction left to right. Just saw it slightly differently. Shame.
With the pin position.
I would imagine so. I think that's the Sunday pin. And depending on the wind, that might bring a bit of water into play. And she's had a good read from Lim Kim. She knows exactly how this breaks. I expect her to hold this.
A birdie finish.
That seemed to go the other way. Interesting.
The twists just keep on coming, don't they, at John Lake? Round of level par 72 for Wei Zhang today. Well, we're spoilt for choice in terms of the shot of the day, but I think we can guess who it might belong to. We had an ace yesterday, and this was incredibly special down the 12th for Yu Liu as well.
Yeah, it really was. She couldn't quite see. Massive amount of left to right spin on it. Front right hand pin, it was nowhere but straight in. She couldn't really, wasn't sure about celebrating, and then suddenly realised, and it's just after she four putted as well, so what a lovely feeling to come back with an eagle. Delighted.
The timing was perfect, so was the shot from Yu Liu, an eagle 2 there at 12. Just like that.
The breeze is just starting to pick up once again, just gently off the left and into her face.
Spectacular.
She is on a slight upslope, but she'll need to fly it at least a yard or two past the upslope.
And then maybe just at the end fall a little bit left. Ah, she's got it. Wouldn't you know it?
Try and slam it into the back of the cup. There'll be a roar if she does.
Well done. You have to take your hat off to her. She has hung in there.
And positive it was. 2 birdies in the last 4 holes. She steadied the ship out there today. Mi-Hyang Lee in that final hour. In a day that was full of bumpy seas, Trish, safe to say.
Yeah, it certainly was. But it was an interesting day, wasn't it? There were lots of ups and downs for various players. Hye-jin Choi was the pick of the bunch with an almost flawless 68. But there's the defending champion, Takeda, right on the heels.
So it should be a Mi-Hyang Lee, Hye-jin Choi and Yu Liu final group out there tomorrow. It is differing fortunes, but it is a 3-shot advantage heading into the final round. That's all the action we have for you here at the Blue Bay LPGA. How will the story end in the race for the title in the final round? Join us once more on Sunday to find out. We hope to see you then.